So, the way these are situated is you have 4 levels. You beat each level once. You get a balloon every time you come in first, by the way. You beat each level once. One of these levels has a secret key in it that we can use to open a door that's back here to do a little mini game, which you can use to get another balloon. Once you beat all the levels once, you go through a door in each area that looks like this, and you fight the boss. Then you do each level again, and you'll see what happens after that. So let's get started on the first level. This is Ancient Lake, the first level of the game. It's the simplest level of the game. Like most racing games, if you press the A button before you go, you can get a little bit of a boost. I'm going to get the key. The key in this level is right off in the middle. In some of the areas of the game, the key is in a less noticeable spot, and so yeah, it's nice to know where they are and how to get them. I usually like getting the keys on the first lap because then you have the rest of it to catch up. So balloons you collect in the race. Blue ones give you a rocket boost. You can stack 3 balloons to keep upgrading boosts. So as you see here, we have a red boost. Here, when we collect 2, it upgrades to blue, and when we collect a third one, which is now, it should upgrade to a purple. And you saw what happened when I launched the first one, but this is a purple one. It basically gives you a gigantic super boost. Whoops, I missed. Anyway, this is a very short race, so yeah. Normally when you go through the zippers there, it's a purple boost behind you, but if you let go of the A button, the accelerator, it's green and you get an extra powerful boost. So I can't skip this the first time, but Taz shows up at the end of the race and he gives you a balloon. So that's what happens when you win a race. Okay, and this animation happens when you collect the key in each level, and of course I collected the key, so I can do that whenever I want. Usually I like doing that in between the regular races and the silver coin challenge. Okay, on to the next area. This is technically the 3rd race in this level, but well, it was next. Jungle Falls. This is a little bit harder of a course, but all the courses in the first area are fairly easy, so they shouldn't be giving me too much trouble. Plus, I would consider myself good at this game. I haven't played it in a really long time, but it seemed like a good idea to, run through a Let's Play of this game. Plus, like I said, this is like one of my all-time favorite N64 titles. Anyway, so yeah, back to what the balloons do. The blue ones give you rockets. These yellow ones with the purple stars on them are shields. I'm not going to bother stacking them because they don't look any different. It's just like a shield of different length. The red balloons give you a rocket, a single rocket to use that just shoots off in a straight line. These green ones are traps. Collecting... Okay, let's go back to the red ones. If you collect 2 red ones, it will give you a... 2 red ones will give you a homing missile, which is sure to hit your opponents, and collecting 3 gives you 10 average missiles. So you can just kind of spam those over and over again. The green balloons, 1 is an oil slick, 2 leaves behind a mine, a spiky mine, and the 3rd one is a balloon. So yeah. So this level has a little bit of a shortcut in it. So I'll show you all the routes you can take in this level. I'll take the short route on the first one, and here's a green balloon I'll use to play it. Anyway, this is the first one. If you get this and then get that, you can completely go up this hill here and get a little bit of an edge on in the race. And also, if you make a really tight turn here, you can get a... Oh, no. Sorry. I'm thinking of the Adventure 2 mode. Anyway, you can take this little path through here and get the red balloon. It's a little bit of an inside path, so it's faster, I believe. And then here's the finish line. Here's the longer path. If you take both outside paths, this is how you'd end up going. So you go here. Say you missed that zipper or something. You can go all the way around here. And then there's this area here. Whoa, I tripped over my oil slick. Anyway, yeah, then there's this area again, and then going all the way up around here. Here you get a boost, and so it's not that bad, but at the same time I still think it's a little bit slower. Whoa. And then, man, there's a lot of oil slick. Maybe I'm leaving those, I don't know. I don't think they last a full lap. So yeah, as you can see, the computer players in this game aren't that bright on the earlier levels. It gets a little more intense later on as you get to the harder levels in but right now it's pretty simple. Some of the bosses can be difficult too, as you'll see when I go to the water world. The squid boss is going to give me it's a real pain, let's just say that. So a little bit of a heads up for the future of this Let's Play. So anyway, that should bring me up to 7 balloons. I need 5 to get into here, so that's good. Oh yes, also TT is in each area. If you run into him, he will create ghosts for you on different levels, and that's useful if you care about that, but I don't. Anyway, let's go to Hot Top Volcano. Okay, Hot Top Volcano is your first plane ride. As you can see, I have some jets coming from the side of my plane. If you hold L and R, you can do that, and you turn a lot sharper, whereas if you don't, you kind of turn a little bit slower here. So I usually like having them held down because I like constantly having, you know, free motion. Yeah. Whoops, let go of the wrong button. Okay, so lap 2. The plane is a little hard to control at first if you're learning how to use it, but I really like it. For most, in a free play mode, you can do any level, almost any level, with any of the 3 vehicles, and I would say I usually like doing lots of levels with plane, but I think some levels are faster with car, but it also depends on what ones you do. You could never do this level with a car just because of all the lava around. You need a hovercraft, and the hovercraft, don't even get me started on the hovercraft. It's just way too hard to control. Anyway, I think I'm halfway ahead of the course over anyone else, so I think it's going pretty good. Okay, passing this dinosaur one more time, and going through the last 2 things to victory. And there's someone I almost left. Looks like Bumper the Badger. I think he's a badger, pretty sure. Anyway, once you've beaten all the levels once, you get this. And this door opens. The door does not open unless you collect that many balloons for the air. 4 balloons, and then the other 4 balloons. So, okay, so now I challenge you to a race. So, the boss battles are one-on-one fights, or one-on-one races against the boss of the area. As you see from the map down in the bottom right, it's a bit of a spiral course. All the bosses in this game are fairly simple the first time you face them, and so there isn't much to beating this. You just kind of go up, and as long as you're ahead of him, you'll pretty well win the race. If he gets ahead of you, there are balloons to deal with him. Like, you can shoot rockets at him, or there's also the boost balloons to get a bit of a boost if you need one. So yeah, the second version of the boss fight you fight after you collect all the silver coins is much harder, but at the same time, it's, yeah. This first one is pretty good. If you fall off the side, you've pretty well lost, and so there's no point in even continuing that. But yeah. Something that you can't do is you can't shoot these missiles backwards. Yeah, but see here, I can just fire off as many missiles as I want. It notifies you when you get down to a number, and when there's no number, it means you only have 1 left. So It's always nice. And then when you collect 1, it just replenishes you back up to 10. So anyway, that's pretty well all for this race, except you can lose control really easily right at the end there. So anyway, beat him a bit by quite a bit of a margin. Anyway, once you beat him, you get something like this.
Well done, kid. Now try my new challenge. Collect all of my silver coins from around the Dino Domain. You must find 8 from each level and win, and then come back to see me.
So yeah, that basically explains it. We have to do each course another time.
I've got something special for you.
Okay, Taj just gives you tips every now and then. But yeah, so we have to do each course now. They have new balloon things, which means we can't do Hot Top Volcano. So yeah, that happens if you try and enter and don't have enough balloons. So first, I'm going to go and do the minigame. When you defeat a boss, you get a segment of an amulet, and when you beat these games, you get a segment of a TT amulet, which is used later on in the game. So we'll find out that. So the first one is called Fire Mountain. Basically, there are 4 bases here, and you have to go to the middle, collect an egg from a bunch of eggs, go back to your base, and pressing the Z button drops your egg off in your nest. You don't have to keep getting them from the middle. You can steal eggs from your opponent's bases as well. You can only hold 1 egg at a time, and when the egg hatches, then it can't be stolen away. So basically, your goal is to hatch 3 eggs first, and it looks like Crunch already has 1 egg fully hatched, and damn it, people keep stealing my eggs. If you drop an egg from too high or miss your base, then, well, you're pretty much screwed. And I thought he might have another egg by then, but I guess he didn't. Okay, so collecting my second egg, I have 1. Everyone has a fully hatched egg now, so things are getting a little more interesting. I think I'm gonna go steal an egg from Diddy Kong. And I got it just in time. If you hit people with missiles... Aw, crap. I dropped an egg. Cool, I have 2 fully hatched eggs now, so let's drop off my 3rd one. If you hit people with missiles, they drop their eggs, and so that's always nice to have. And just in case... Cool, my egg hatched. Okay, so I got 3 eggs, and I came in first. This is what happens. Taj comes along, and he gives you a piece of the TT amulet. So there are 4 pieces to collect, and then from beating a boss you get a piece of the Whizpig amulet, and there are 4 pieces of that to collect as well. So, yeah. Alright, so it looks like we're out of time on this video, so yeah, tune in to episode 2 of Diddy Kong Racing Let's Play for more action and the boss. Stay tuned.